Andrew CABALLEROREYNOLDSAFP What's that? You'd like a guide on how to diplomatically navigate this particularly prickly political atmosphere? Let me save you some time, just duck. It's not worth it. But that's not practical advice. Since Donald Trump walked down that escalator in Trump Tower and declared his candidacy 2.5 years ago, I can't remember the last dinner table conversation I've had, for any meal, that didn't eventually settle on politics. So, here's your guide to being smart, whatever your opinion, on 4 of today's biggest political stories. 1. On the wave of UAL harassment slamming into Washington and society at large, the latest GOP Senate candidate Roy Moore, mega journalist Charlie Rose, The New York Times' Glenn Thrush, Sen. Al Franken DMINN, Rep. John Conyers Jr. D. Mish, other yet unnamed sitting members of Congress, journalist Mark Halperin, NPR Newsroom Chief Michael Oreskes, President Trump. These are the prominent Washington men, and so far, they're all men who have recently been accused of UAL harassment or assault. Some have apologized, albeit with tons of caveats. Others, like Conyers and Trump and Moore, have denied all allegations levied against them. Franken and Conyers will be investigated by their chambers' ethics committees. Are there more revelations coming? Likely as fast as journalists can corroborate the claims. And let's be very clear here, major news organizations, like the Post, fact-check and corroborate allegations as much as humanly possible. Will this culture ever change? Washington has the power to send a message that this is unacceptable. And right now, Congress has an antiquated system that essentially lets lawmakers get away with UAL harassment. There are lawmakers who are serious about ending this kind of behavior, especially since it's a political problem as much as an ethical one. But I don't sense overwhelming support in Congress for a bipartisan proposal to overhaul its reporting system. Legislation as hefty as this proposal will only pass when there's a lot of momentum. And if there's not enough momentum now, when will there be? 2. On Alabama's controversial Senate race, Roy Moore speaks in November in Birmingham, Alabama. Bryn Anderson app. The latest. I can't believe I'm writing this, but a Democrat could win next month's special election in Alabama to replace Attorney General Jeff Sessions in the Senate. A recent Fox News poll shows Democrat Doug Jones leading Moore, who is accused of UAL misconduct, by 8 points. But Moore could still win. Trump, who won Alabama by nearly 30 points, did Moore a huge favor when he cast doubt on Moore's accusers and basically endorsed Moore. "We don't need a liberal person in there, a Democrat," Trump said Tuesday. Philip Bump. The Washington Post. What happens next? The election is December 12th. The implications are huge for both parties. If Jones wins, suddenly Democrats have an opening to take back the Senate in next November's midterm elections. If Moore wins, Senate Republicans could try to kick him out, and there'd be a whole new special election. 3. On Trump vs. LeVar Ball. The latest. Trump's newest Twitter enemy is a father of 3 basketball players. Yes, that is random. According to the president, LeVar Ball has not expressed enough gratitude that Trump helped bring his son home from China after LiAngelo Ball and 2 other UCLA basketball players were arrested for shoplifting. LeVar Ball is well known to basketball fans. One of his sons plays for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's brash. He's capitalized on his son's success by forming his family's own sneaker apparel company. He's also black, and the racial overtones of Trump's attacks on Ball are glaring. The FIX's Callum Borkers explains Trump's mostly white supporters might not, generally speaking, view $495 sneakers as symbolic, but as a sign that Ball is very ungrateful. Can't he just be thankful that his oldest son gets to play a game for a living? Can't he just be grateful that a major shoemaker would pay millions of dollars to wear a certain brand of sneakers for? On Russia. President Trump talks with White House Communications Director Hope Hicks in October. Jab and bots. For the Washington Post. The latest. The investigation into whether the Trump campaign helped Russia meddle in the election and whether Trump obstructed justice by firing his FBI director continues, largely behind closed doors. The special counsel is interviewing some of Trump's closest allies, like Communications Director Hope Hicks. What happens next? Legal analysts and the White House are split about what that means. Because Robert S. Mueller's team is closing in on Trump's inner circle, does that mean he's wrapping up or just getting started? It's going to be a long winter, a Republican strategist close to Trump told our White House team. Honestly, whether this investigation ends by Christmas or is still going strong by next Christmas is anyone's guess.